she's a business English instructor in Istanbul. Sydney Unobskey. Life in motion, Sydney Unobskey.
Everyone, I love to dance. In Istanbul, I dance everywhere. I dance down Barbara Street at night. I dance in the parks. And I sometimes dance on the ferry boats early in the morning when no one's around when I'm going to work. How many people here? Oh, well, first of all, good evening, fellow Toastmasters and lovely guests. How many people here love to dance? Raise your hand. When I was a little girl growing up, every Saturday morning, early in the morning, I would rush downstairs, turn on the TV, and watch my favorite cartoons. But at 11:30, the magic started. The magic of Saturday. The magic of Saturday was the dance shows, were the dance shows. Because all the dance shows started at 11:30. And the dance shows included the greatest of all time sometimes. Michael Jackson might go on the dance shows and sing his songs, or other famous people, or they would just play the songs that were the most popular in America of that week. And they would have a live audience of teenagers, and the teenagers would be jiving and dancing along. And as a little girl growing up, I used to watch them on the TV, and I would copy their moves. I grew up in a very small town called Calais, Maine. Population, 5,000 people. 5,000. Right here. I mean, that's ridiculous. And it borders on Canada. And Maine, has anybody ever been to America? Has ever been to Maine? Have you ever been to Maine?
Not Maine.
Maine is famous for many things, especially beautiful forests, fishing, blueberries, and especially delicious lobsters. If you've never had a Maine lobster, you haven't lived. They're fantastic. In my small town, my parents gave us every opportunity. I had horseback riding lessons, I had swimming lessons, I had ballet, I had piano, but there was one opportunity that my parents could not provide us. And that was the opportunity to meet children from all different backgrounds. For example, in my classes, I never met anyone African American. I never met anyone Asian. I never met anyone Turkish. I never met anyone Jewish or Muslim. We were very limited. We were such a small town. And my parents were very concerned about this situation because they felt that the world outside of my small town was very big and very diversified. And we never got the opportunity to see that or to experience that. So when I turned 16 years old, my life changed. The most exciting thing in my life. My parents sent me away to private school with my sister. And in this private school, it was called Northville Mount Hermon, it was in Massachusetts, and in this school there were 1,000 kids from all over the world, from all backgrounds, from all religions, from every culture you could imagine, and I met kids and shared ideas that I never had the opportunity in my small town. I just loved it. One day, my wonderful Spanish teacher, Mr. Shepard, came to me and he said, "Sydney, I have a question for you." He said, "I am taking a small group of students to the Dominican Republic. The Dominican Republic is a small island below Florida, shared with Haiti. And every year he said he took a group of students there. And he asked me would I like to join them, and I said, Mr. Shepard, I am so honored that you would ask me. I said, but I'm not a very good student. I'm not a talented student of yours. Why would you choose me? There's so many better students than me. And he said, Cindy, you may not know the Spanish language, but you know body language. Body language is universal. You will be successful in the Dominican Republic. So I trusted him and I went to the Dominican Republic. In the Dominican Republic, I lived with a beautiful family called the Paulino family. I had 2 brothers and a sister. And the most exciting thing about my family, besides the fact that they were so loving and kind to me, was that they were champion salsa dancers. From the moment they picked me up at the bus, till 2 weeks later, we were dancing. We were dancing all over the city, always constantly dancing. I thought I had died and gone to heaven. I loved it. I loved it. And at the end of my trip, when I was leaving the Dominican Republic, I said, I've been changed. My life has been changed forever. I will never be the same. And I knew that my life one day would most probably be outside of the United States, and that I desperately wanted to surround myself with different cultures, different religions, different ideas, and share them with different people, because that experience of being in the Dominican Republic forever changed me, and I'm so grateful for it. Thank you so much.